just wish I could see you. Chris, I just want to see you right now.
I wish you could see me too. You can feel, and that's all that really matters. Come on. Can you see what you're doing to me right now? Right? Let's go with it. Let me make love to you.
Who is it?
It's Todd.
Just a second.
Anthony?
It was cold, that's why.
Yeah. Wasn't the beach enough for you?
I never get enough.
We were out there from sunrise
The sunset.
It was so beautiful.
You're so beautiful.
Oh, I think today was the best day of my life.
You just think. We'll have to seal the deal.
Oh, it was perfect. The beach, the weather, you.
And all we had to do was get you away from Landview.
And the stalker.
Hey, don't worry about that, okay? He doesn't know we're here.
You really don't think he'll find us?
He hasn't yet, has he? He's not going to. You are completely and totally safe.
Oh my God.
So that whole wine tasting thing was for you to get me to get my defenses down so you could get Tess out.
You know that's what he was doing.
I trusted you. How could you take advantage of me like that?
I am not going to apologize for fighting to get the woman I love back. I'm not going to stop, and I'm never going to quit trying.
Well, you're not going to get her back. So leave. And don't ever pull another stunt like that again.
I'll go. But I'm taking my daughter with me.
I just feel like I don't know that much about you. About, what you were like when you were a kid, where you grew up, and why you became a doctor, or when you became a doctor.
Well, the truth is, most of that is not very pretty.
But it's about you. And I want to know everything about you.
So why the sudden interest in my past?
Start talking about his past, right? If there's a way to trip him up, that's where it's going to be.
Well, we've been together a while now, and there's just so much that I don't know about you.
Would it make a difference? Does it matter to you?
Can I help you?
I'm looking for Spencer Truman. Who the hell do you think you are busting in here?
Sorry,
like that?
I heard a noise and I was afraid. Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's my door I'm worried about.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll take care of that. I'm sorry.
What are you doing, Todd?
No, don't do this, Evangeline. Please, you're making a mistake.
Who does Clint Buchanan think he is? Nobody talks to me like that.
Who does Dorian Lord think she is, anyway? Attacking Kevin, calling him a drunk. Nobody talks to my kids that way.
I suppose I should be grateful this happened so soon, before I got in too deep with that pompous, bullheaded Buchanan. Great. That overgrown cowboy has cost me a $120 crystal wine goblet. Kimmy! Kimmy! Lindsay!
What's a girl got to do to get past the security? Did I come at a bad time?
No, not at all. Is that the watercolor?
Yep, just picked it up from the cellar.
Wow.
It's not the frame that I wanted it in, but we can get that fixed. I just wanted to drop it off and maybe help you pick a place out to hang it.
Great. Well, let's have a peek, shall we?
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Oh, can't wait. I know I loved it the moment I saw it.
Isn't it?
Oh.
It reminds me of Adriana.
Adriana.
Hey, I saw her billboard the other day. It must be exciting for her to see her picture all over the place.
Yes.
Okay, it's okay. Everything's cool. The dude I rented this place from said the power goes out all the time. There should be a lighter and candles in the armoire.
Thank God. I thought it was like the tornado all over again when the lights went out in your loft and the creep had his hands all over me.
Well, that would be me tonight. Forget I said that. I really am smoother than this.
I like you this way.
You're an easy audience.
With you. I can't.
Why? Why not?
Because we still have sand all over us, and unless you want it in the sheets.
I don't care if you don't.
You would say anything right now. We are not getting into bed until we both take a shower.
Well, we'll have to take one together then. Save water, fight global warming.
Oh, I didn't know you were such a conservationist.
I'm full of surprises. Get the shower started. I'll light the candles. You can't hide from me for long, my butterfly.
Oh, what happened here? Did you and Clint have a fight already?
What makes you think that?
Well, Callista Morgan saw you at the palace with Clint, and she said that it looked like you two were on a date. So, spill it. Come on. Are you and Clint an item?
The hell am I thinking about? Getting involved with Dorian Lord, for heaven's sake. Look what she did to glass. Never should have done it.
Clint?
Vicky.
Yeah. Sorry, I did actually say your name before, but gosh, you didn't hear me because you were so busy talking to yourself.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that. Is everything all right with Jessica and the baby?
Oh, yeah. No, they're fine. This is about Kevin. I just had dinner with him.
And?
And it was wonderful. He's almost back to his old self again. I mean, certainly the most since Duke died. He seems to just be in a much better place right now.
Not drinking?
No. I wish you could have seen him.
I did. This morning.
Well, then you know. He's so much better. He now wants to honor Duke's memories. He's dealing with his drinking and his guilt. He's trying to put his life back together again.
Yeah, that's good. That's good news.
And he says he has you to thank for it.
Oh.
I don't know what you did, but you worked some sort of magic on him. And I really just wanted to say that I am so grateful to you for that.
Yeah. Well, let's hope he keeps it up. He's got a long way to go, Kevin does, and he's got to take it one step at a time.
And he will. He's strong. And he's got us to help him.
I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah.
Especially after that scene with Dorian.
What scene with Dorian?
Kevin didn't tell you about that?
No. Probably thought it was none of my business, because it is none of my business. Your relationship with Dorian is exactly that. Your relationship with Dorian. I would just as soon stay way out of that one.
That's not going to be a problem, Vicky, because there is no relationship. Dorian Lord and I are through.
Something that had hardly begun is now over. Clint and I are through.
Now, Spencer, why are you so surprised that I want to know more about you? After everything that we've been through together, huh?
You want me to take you to their table?
No, they look like they're in the middle of something. I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh my God. It's your throat, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Can't believe I did that to you. You know I would never intentionally hurt you, right? Forgive me?
Of course, Spencer. It wasn't your fault. Anyway.
No, it was Todd's fault. He drugged me. I don't know how he did it, but he did.
You know what? Let's forget about all that and move on. Let's talk about us, about our past. I'll go first.
All right.
Okay? I'm going to tell you something you don't know about me.
Sure.
I married Asa Buchanan for his money.
Tell me something I don't know.
Okay, you ready for this one? I faked a pregnancy. A very difficult one, so I wouldn't have to sleep with a man. I mean, God, can you imagine? Thank God I didn't have a child with him. I mean, come on, can you imagine Asa as your father? Huh?
Well, Asa got whatever he deserved, didn't he? And the way he treats women, just uses them, throws them away, discards them like so much trash.
Okay. Your turn. Tell me something about your past.
How am I making a mistake?
I come in here and I see you guys.
She doesn't owe you any explanations.
I'm talking to her, please.
Yeah, well, I'm talking to you.
Evangeline, think about this. I know you're hurting right now. You're in a tough place, but jumping into bed with him is not going to make you feel better.
None of your business.
Know that. I think it is my business.
No, it's not. Todd. Why do you care who I sleep with? Where are you? I'm gonna run out of hot water.
I'm just about there. Feels pretty hot in here to me. Did you get all the sand off? Hoping to say that. Sing Melancholy Baby. Baby?
Sorry, don't know that one.
Come on, you must. You're melancholy, baby. You look like you need a drink.
I don't drink.
Well, then it's time to start. Come on, I'm buying.
Get your hands off of me.
Is there a problem here?
Wait a minute.
you scammed a guy named Nico the necktie? Oh my
Spanish
God.
president trick. Here's how it worked. Check this out. Well, somebody would say that they knew where some stolen loot is.
Stolen
right?
loot?
Yeah,
I mean,
stolen loot.
you just told some guy. Your neighbor.
Well, actually, the way it works is that, well, in this particular case, it was our supposed grandfather who had this major bank heist years earlier, right? I mean, ton of dough, right? And so on his deathbed, he decides he's going to leave the whole haul to us, okay? So the problem is we can't get to Argentina to get the money where it's hidden.
Yeah.
Because we can't fly down there. We don't have the financing to do it. So Nico, the necktie, was going to fund the trip. When he got to the airport, we'd already cashed in the first class tickets and we were already hightailing it out of Dodge with the old man and the crew. That's the way it
With
worked.
the crew?
Well, yeah. Grifters don't work alone, Blair. There's always somebody. You know, Richie the pickpocket is the best damn pickpocket on the whole eastern seaboard. And then his blue-nosed Gil, David and I would set the bait and he'd reel them in, you know. And then Rudy the Book, he was a bookie, right? He'd take bets on anything, horses to flea races.
There's not such a thing as flea races. I've never heard of that.
That's the point.
Okay, I'm dumb.
And there was Lenny.
Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny is a sweet guy, actually. Yeah.
Pretty average name. It doesn't have like necktie attached to it. What was his specialty?
He's a forger.
I care because I'm Evangeline's friend, and I think this is a mistake.
Well, I've had enough. Get out.
Evangeline, he's just moving in on you when you're down. And
Did you hear what I just said? Get out.
I don't think this is love, do you?
What the hell is your problem, man?
I don't need your advice on my relationships. You should leave.
That's fine. I'll leave. That's fine. I got one more thing to say.
I don't need an apology for being square.
I'm not apologizing. I apologize to you.
Then why did you come here?
I just want to let you know that you're going to get your eyesight back.
You would not believe what that woman said about our son.
And why does that surprise you? We're talking about Dorian.
I've always known she was a piece of work, but to be so mean-spirited and petty.
I had no idea that Clint could be so petty. He completely overreacted to a little contretemps between Kevin and myself.
But of course she would insult Kevin. She thrives on tearing down Buchanan's, present company included.
All right, so that's my only crime, huh? Being a small gene pool?
Did you say something to Clint to provoke him?
No. It was 100% Clint's fault.
It was 100% Dorian's fault.
I can't believe Clint would yell at you for no reason.
Well, then you don't know Clint.
I was married to him.
For all of 15 minutes.
Okay, and why is that? Because I was trouble and he wasn't. He's one of the most decent men I've ever known.
He wasn't decent to me.
Was he defending his family?
That was what I was doing.
What did you do? You were screaming at Kevin and calling him names?
I didn't say anything about screaming and calling names.
You didn't have to. If there's one thing I learned with my 15 minutes, it's that family is the bottom line for Clint. You go after any one of those kids and he's going to fight you to the death.
So would I.
I know, which is why you should understand where the man is coming from. You want to know what I think? I think you should go to Clint right now.
No! I am not going to grovel. Not under any circumstances.
I wasn't talking about groveling. I was talking about apologizing.
Oh, Vicky, just go ahead and say it.
Say what?
I told you so. You know you're dying to say it.
I would never do that.
Never entered your mind, huh?
Well, I might think it. Might write it in my diary. Might even turn it into a song, sing it in the shower.
You still sing in the shower?
Oh, yeah, just as badly. You're changing the subject.
To what you said you'd never say.
Clint, saying, I told you so, would be rubbing it in, and I just wouldn't stoop to that level.
Oh, come on, go ahead. Vicky, stoop. Stoop all you want. Doesn't matter to me. I don't care a whit about that woman.
Oh, forget it. I'm not taking that bait.
What bait?
The bait you just put on your hook. You're angry with Dorian. You want me to justify it for you by bashing her. But you see, I know exactly what would happen.
And what would that be?
You'd make up with her, and then you would resent me bitterly for what I might have said about her.
Now, there's going to be no making up. I will not tolerate someone being that cruel to one of my kids.
What did you just say?
If you both want me to go, I'll go. But I'm taking Brennan with me.
The hell you are.
She's my daughter. I am her father. It's my DNA.
I don't care what the tests say. The baby's staying right where she is.
The baby's got a name. It's Brennan. Like her daddy. Try saying it. Brennan,
Antonio,
like me.
please. Look, I know that she's your daughter, but she's mine too.
Jessica,
how can you take her away from me?
I don't.
You are hurting me. You can't take her. You can't.
I love her just as much as you do.
Well, then if you love her, why don't you think about what you're doing to her by keeping her from her mother?
Why don't you think about your daughter and I'll think about mine?
You walked away from your
child. I left her to protect her. The threat's gone. I'm back. Now I'd like my baby daughter back, please. I'm willing to get a court order if I have to.
Then you go ahead and do that. Because I'm sure there's a judge out there that would be interested in the fact that you murdered Claudia Reston's father.
Make yourself disappear and make sure it's in a cab. Find out you drove, you're gonna be in for a long night. That's it, folks. Mind your own business. Just have a good time. You're welcome.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Nice mouth. Where'd you learn to talk like that? Switzerland?
I was handling it, okay?
Yeah, I can see that.
I can take care of myself.
Whatever you say, lady.
Yeah, that is what I say.
Well, then again, you're singing the blues in a salsa club. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's doing wonders for my depression.
My set list is none of your business.
That's okay. I don't need a glass. Keep it. You're right. I'm just another paying customer.
You're a cop, not a music critic.
My mom does what you do. She taught me a thing or two about the blues.
Is she any good? Does she know what it feels like to lose someone?
Some people don't talk about their feelings because they ain't got none. Other people, they don't talk about their feelings, but they got them strong as anybody else. Yeah, she knows.
My father just died.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't be. I'll be okay.
I lost my dad, too.
That's all you have to say?
I could recommend a good shrink if you need one.
I've been shrunk so many times, there's hardly any of me left. Tell you what, go out into the real world, make some serious mistakes, double that. Just screw up your life totally, and then come back and maybe we'll talk. But until then, you're hassling me more than a drunk ever could.
Arguably, I'd go back to all those doctors, and I'd get my money back.
So tell me about this Lenny guy. He was a forger?
Yeah, well, there's really not that much to tell, actually.
What kind of things did he forge? Were they documents, signatures, what?
Yeah, just about anything anybody needed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, was he good?
Yeah,
he was?
Good. Hold on a second. Come on. It's the hospital. I gotta
Okay,
take this.
I'm gonna give you a new drink.
All right.
Okay?
That's true.
Come on, John, answer your damn phone.
Calling me?
What are you doing here? Listen, I'm getting Spencer
Spencer, or whatever, you gotta leave.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, he's not gonna talk if you're here.
I've got as much on the line as you do, especially now.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about?
Yeah.
All right, you can't say a word.
Okay,
Just
what?
so you know what you're dealing with over there. I'm through maybe the man who shot my father.
Are you saying I should apologize to Clint?
Right now.
Oh, no. In this particular circumstance, no, I do not do the apologizing. I am apologized to.
Fine. Then be alone.
Well, I'm hardly alone. I'm in a house full of family.
And no man. I don't see any men here. There's no man.
I do not need a man.
Everybody needs a man like Clint Buchanan. He's a catch and a half, and you know it. And if you don't want to lose him like I did, then you better slice yourself off a little piece of humble pie and start snacking.
Spencer killed your father.
That's the way it's looking.
How do you know that, John?
I can't give you the details, but if I find out for sure, that son of a bitch is the one who took out my father.
Well, you can't do anything about that now, and I did exactly what you told me. I got him to talk about his past.
What'd he say?
Well, you think I had time enough to tell you about that now? I need to get back to him before he gets suspicious.
Keep me posted.
Hey, everything all right at the hospital?
It's the hospital. I thought I might have to go in, but I don't.
I did not murder Claudia Reston's father. I killed him in self-defense.
No, that's original. You know how many times I've heard that as a cop?
The Napa police believe
And
that.
that's why they're in Napa.
They are willing to tell any judge here that. I'm her father. I have rights, not you, the boyfriend.
What about her mother? I am her mother, whether you like it or not. Don't I get a say?
Jessica, I appreciate you having taken...
God, I wasn't babysitting, Nash.
Sorry, I didn't mean it to come out that way.
I'm her mother just as much as Tess is.
No, you're not. And I'm sorry. Tess carried that baby for 9 months. Brennan, who was conceived in a moment of love between me and Tess. Jessica, I don't want to hurt anybody. But I'm not going to just give up on Tess and Brennan, not without a very, very big fight.
Good. Well, then you've got one. I've got lawyers on retainer, and once Jessica is integrated, there will be no more Tess.
Once Jessica is integrated, there'll be no more Jessica. But then that hasn't happened yet, has it?
The baby's not going anywhere, so go.
Please, Nash.
I'd like to say goodnight to my daughter.
You stayed here long enough as it is. Now get out.
We'll handle him. I promise.
Coming between a man and his family. It's me, Nash. I need your help.
Dorian hates Kevin. That's nothing new.
Well, consider that we were dating.
Well, come on, you could be married. She'd still hate Kevin. She's never going to let go of that. And actually, I kind of understand.
You what?
Well, to a point. Come on. She's fiercely protective of her girls, and she sees Kevin as a threat to them. You know, you were both doing the exact same thing. You were just defending your families.
So now you're taking her side.
No, I'm not. I'm saying you both have very strong family loyalties. And that was bound to tear you apart eventually. As far as I can see, better sooner than later.
Humble pie? How unappetizing.
Focus on what I'm saying. It's not too late for you and Clint. You can get the man back with 2 simple little words, 2 magical little words. I'm sorry.
He's the one who started it.
It's called taking the high road. You ought to try it sometime. Unless, of course, you prefer being alone.
I already told you, I am not alone.
Oh, I know, you're not alone. You got your family. You're not alone. But you know what? You're lonely, and you're going to be that way until you learn to get over yourself a little bit.
Wonderful. Now you're a relationship guru. Of course, now that you have a relationship with RJ.
No. We've got our share of problems, okay? I'm no expert. I caught him kissing Nora the other day.
Sounds like a fascinating story, but we were talking about me.
You know what? I was just about to leave, so I think I'll do that. Could you write me that check?
Absolutely. Of course. Would that be for the same amount?
Yes, it's a good deal. Just like Clint is.
I heard that, and stop it.
What is it that's so difficult for you about apologizing?
Eating crow is anathema to me.
It's not so bad. You just chase it with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
I think we can get in bed now. We're both clean.
Well, speak for yourself. Hold this thought. I just want to make sure all the doors and windows are locked.
Why? What do you think?
I don't think anything. I just want to be on the safe side.
Then you're not worried.
Only you falling asleep before I get back.
Like that'll happen.
Yeah. Light some more candles while I'm gone. Okay, everything's all locked up tight. So, what's wrong?
Did you see this?
I know.
I don't need your help getting my eyesight back. I already found a wonderful doctor who's going to help me.
Jonas Simmons.
How do you know that?
I talked to him and I've flown him here. And I put him up at the palace and paid for him to put his other patients on hold.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. But he had a waiting list a mile long, so I cut him a check, and he flew out here, and he wants to see you as soon as possible.
Obviously, you didn't listen to me back in Angel Square. I make the decisions about my life.